I'm don't know if I should be in portrait or landscape, but I'm just doing some research in trying to find some AI software which will cut long form content into short form content. There is a lot out there, but I know exactly what's happened. A lot of people have latched onto this trend, and now there's all these kind of white labeled type, duplicate type softwares out there. So I don't really know where I'm gonna get the best result at the moment. I literally have been looking at this all day though, and it's frustrating me because I would really like to be able just to create some clips and upload them. And originally I didn't really want to go down the AI route because I was concerned about the, who is creating that code to create those particular clips and the styles. And AI generally gets all of its information from online anyway, so it's going to kind of be seeing what's out there and then regurgitating that to then create your clips. I didn't really want that. I wanted my clips to be bespoke and original, so I was just going to go through and do them all. However, I am slightly interested in generating them a bit quicker, just for the fact that I will be able to get more out there. I think doing that I may lose a bit of authenticity in regards to what I would do, but what I can still do is look at the videos that have been generated and see, oh okay, well, does this fit in with who I am and my values and my branding and what I would like my company to represent. I'm not going to fib though, I probably wouldn't look through all of them. I just wouldn't. I would generate them and I would just upload them. So I'm really trying to figure out my structure and my flow at the moment with all of this. I don't really know what it is. A couple of the ones I've looked at Opus, and it was the one that I was wanting to go towards the most out of all of them, and that could just be because it's a higher, I don't know what the word is, but it's more present online. However, I kind of went through the process of going that went up to, it created some videos, and the videos looked really good. And it's a little bit more intuitive than some of the other softwares, because in my long form clip I had a split screen going on, and in that split screen it was showing up in some of the other softwares. In Opus it wasn't, so it's good that it recognised that, and it's a little bit smarter with its, I don't want to say code, or with its programming. So that's good. But when I went over to the paying pricing, the costs kind of changed. Not the costs, the currency changed. So I'm a bit like, why has that happened? So for me that feels a bit fishy. And then it kind of took me into Trustpilot, which I wouldn't really think to look in on things, because I just know that reviews can just be faked. They can. You can just get random people, and I know there's things out there where people can be, what's the word? People can just be reviewing stuff. So I don't 100% trust the reviews either. There's not really much I do trust at the moment with all of the saturation of information and this greed to make money out there in the web. It seems that the only way I'm going to figure it out is by actually diving in and doing my due diligence myself. So maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I just need to not get so ahead of myself, or actually I think there might be just a lot more planning that I need to implement before I start putting podcasts out, because I'm thinking, oh, my podcast is the thing, and then the main pinnacle point, and then after that it's just kind of doing little bits to tidy it up. But actually before that there's a lot of, it's almost like you have to go back and forth. So you create the podcast, and that's a big build up, so it's kind of just like that, and then you kind of go down again, where you're then doing all the prep and figuring out the marketing and all of the creation of videos from that one piece of content, and then you kind of go back up to this point, and then you'll be releasing all of those. That's what it kind of looks like in my head. I don't know how that works in words or how the world sees it yet, so I'm going to figure that one out. As of now, normally old me would have been very impulsive and just been like, oh yeah, let's just buy this now so that I could just put them out there, because that's the tick thing for me, or that's the peak of my dopamine. Like, yes, I've achieved it, I've done it, I've posted that video, huzzah. But actually I'm realising that's not where I need to be or want to be if I'm going to create a sustainable and scalable business, possibly, I want to say. So I think I'm going to pause on actually making any purchases. I might actually have to just edit a lot of these podcasts manually. I kind of feel like I've wasted a lot of time because I've just looked through them, but it's not really a waste of time because I know this information now, and I can work on from that, so that's okay. It's a long process. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Rome wasn't built in a day. I do feel a little bit annoyed at myself because I do feel like I've wasted time, but I just need to. I listened to a very good Alex Hormozy podcast actually explaining how you can combat that. I've got those pictures, so I'm going to add those on Instagram because they are very, very helpful. It's going to be a story though, so they'll probably disappear shortly after, unless I put in a reel. See, it's all these connections that I'm having to figure out now. It's exciting. It's exciting, actually. The whole thing is a blooming big network, so it's like, well, what is my path in that network? One, following the path that's already been carved out. I don't want to reinvent the wheel, but what I do want to do is have my own take and my own input and my personality and authenticity within that. So finding that balance. So that's kind of exciting. So as for AI software, it is something that I'm going to do. A couple of the other ones that I looked at, Veed, I looked at Vidyo, VIDYO as well, and I'm pretty sure there's a bunch more out there. I also looked in Riverside. They've got a few, you could generate some magic clips within there. However, it was a bit frustrating because you can't just, so far I can't see how you can just export the video. You export the XML to Premiere Pro, and I want to eliminate as much back and forth as I possibly can. I want to don't really want to be going back into Premiere Pro and I know it is a few buttons. Anyone who knows Adobe, I know that and I'm aware of that, but that's just the way I roll. I don't want to come out of Premiere Pro just to go back into Premiere Pro and then edit it and do it that way. I just would prefer a kind of forward momentum. And I know that's more like a probably psychological thing, which I might grow out of. Who knows? We'll see. I'm at the early stages. I also saw a very good clip on Instagram saying about how just to action it, and there was this image of a circle and it was coloured outside the lines, and then kind of refine it later on. So that's what I'm going to have to keep remembering. So I'm going to probably just edit a few of these clips manually, and it's so annoying though because I've bloody half used Opus and a few of the other ones, and they've all got bloody watermarks on them. It looks like I'm going to have to go the long way round on this one, because I'm going to be releasing another podcast, my next batch, which will be on Tuesday. So this is my second podcast, and it's going to be the first part. It's all about hypnotism, so very exciting stuff. I'm in a lot. There I go again. So I'm gonna go now because this is gonna stop being useful. No. Nope. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to go now because I'm getting all muddled up and flustered. So yes, I'm excited. Ta-ta for now.